Hello and welcome. My name is Grace and I'm a student here at the University of Queensland. Today I'm joined with our Vice-Chancellor, Professor Peter Høj, to get some advice for our new students. So Professor, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I was born in Denmark, in the capital called Copenhagen, some 20,000 kilometers from here. And I was born into a family where no one had finished year 12. I was the first one to finish year 12. My mother was a nurse and my father had a fish shop. Unfortunately, we went broke, so we had to move into a small place together. And my father said, I don't want that to happen to you. Get an education. It can't be taken away from you. And I listened to them and went to the University of Copenhagen and studied chemistry and biochemistry. And then I got a PhD, and I met and married an Aussie girl and decided to go to Australia to do a postdoc. And I've been here for 30 years, and I've got 2 grown-up children and 2 grandchildren.
So UQ welcomed a lot of new students to campus this week. What's the best way for students to meet other students and get involved in the university?
First of all, you have to turn up. Second, you have to take advantage of OVIC and all the great things you can learn about the university during orientation week. And you can there take the first steps towards being able to meet other people you don't know. Sometimes it's quite intimidating to be in a big place where you know no one, but you have to learn that we're all in that position and it's just a thing you learn to do. So go up and say hello to somebody you don't know and say, where do you come from? My name is Peter and I'm really looking forward to this.
UQ is ranked well inside the world's top 100 universities. What are the advantages of being a UQ student, and what is the significance at studying at such a high-ranked university?
Well, I think the first thing you need to know is that you will be with a lot of other fantastic students and you will learn a lot from them. But all of you will also be instructed by the academic staff who themselves are leaders in their field. So they don't tell you what is in the textbook. They're telling you what is going to be in the textbook in the next 10 to 20 years, but you will know it first. And that's a great advantage to actually be able to look into the future. And of course, once you graduate, but maybe even before, you will also be part of our great alumni cohort. We have more than 240,000 alumni globally.
What advice would you give to students about how to perform at a high level and leave better prepared for success later?
So I would say, don't see it as a job, but understand that you have to work hard at it and try to broaden your learning so you actually have the ambition to learn more than what the course requires of you. So that's the number one thing. When you suddenly realize that you see things and put together facts to come to conclusions that others don't do, you feel really proud of yourself. You don't have to boast about it, but people will see it. So that's a really important component. There are also lots of opportunities for UQ students to have a short or a longer study abroad exercise. If you're fortunate enough to be able to do so, I really recommend you do that, because you learn a lot when you see people from different cultures doing things slightly differently. It gives you a flexibility of thought, which you otherwise would find it hard to get. So there's some of the things I would do.
What do you think employers like in a UQ graduate?
By and large, UQ graduates do really, really well. So it's a low risk option for them to give you a go. But what they will really like about you is if you show the traits that you also performed at university, that you went over and above what is required. This is what people really like. And I do think that there are so many opportunities at UQ to go over and above the minimum that you will actually get that as part of your DNA. And you won't know that's what you do when you go and work for somebody, but they will say, I really like that. And I think that's a key thing that they like about UQ graduates.
What advice do you have for new students on how to make their most of their time at UQ?
the best way to get a great time at university is to understand that it's a huge opportunity to have some fun. But you will only enjoy that fun if you know that you're also performing well. So I would say, play hard and work hard and be responsible about your health. If you can do all that at the same time, then you'll find that you have self-confidence, you find lots of friends, and then have a dream that what UQ does for you will mean that you will create change, and change that you believe society should see.
If you had to pick one thing that you hope UQ students to gain from their experience, what would it be?
Self-confidence and a set of values that means you will use the skills you've acquired at UQ, your self-confidence, to go out and do something that's good for you, for the people you love, but most importantly, for the society you live in. If you do that, then you're creating change. That's what I want you to do.
Thank you so much for joining us, Professor. We really appreciate your time.
It's a great pleasure.